Hey there, Queens. Welcome to the Queen Energy Academy. I'm so excited to have you guys back, and I'm so super excited about today's episode. So we talked and have been talking about goals. Okay, our last episode was all about goals, goal setting, how to do them, how to set them, how to smash them, and we talked about taking action. Now, I wanted to do a whole podcast on taking action because I think that it is super important, and because it's the only way that you're ever going to actually hit your goals. Okay. Action is such a huge step in our journey, so it's important to have a whole lesson about it. Like I said in the last episode, action takers are money makers. You are never ever going to move forward just by thinking about your goals. You need to actually get up, get your ass moving, and go and get it. Okay? Now, let me tell you something, Queens. First of all, this is going to be a super short and concise episode. Number 2 is, I want you to pat yourself on the back. Okay? Because you are literally taking the action in your life right now, the necessary action to make yourself the best version of you. How? By either listening to this podcast, watching us on YouTube, joining our Queen Energy Academy, just by even looking into personal development and mindset, you have already taken an action to become the best version of yourself. So please, clap for yourself, commend yourself. You're doing really well, Queen. Action is literally the biggest thing you need in order to get to any of your dreams in life, okay? The law of attraction and the law of vibration, although they are true and they are omnipresent all the time, the universe is listening to you and it will bring you what you want in your life, but you need to go out and you need to work for it. It's never just going to come to you on a silver platter while you're chilling at home watching Emily in Paris on Netflix. Like, that's not how it works, okay? The winners in life are people that succeed are those that go for the things that they want, no matter the fear or the action necessary to attain it. Okay, do you understand? Like I said in the last episode, we all accept mediocrity and then we complain about it at the same time. So break the stigma, change it. Okay, now I get it. We live in a quick fix society, which demands instant solution and instant satisfaction, and that's just not how the world works, okay? We expect things to come to us, yesterday. But really, things in life require effort, and more importantly, they require patience, okay? Nothing that's actually worth it in life comes easy. Now, just quickly, the other side of that coin, though, is if your goal isn't big enough and it's not supported by enough intention or a good enough why, then you're never actually going to take the action necessary to achieve it. Okay, so please make sure that your why and your goal and your intention are all big enough for you to actually work towards it. When you are working towards your dreams and desires, know that sometimes you're going to have to say no to other things. Okay, like for example, going to a pub on a Friday night rather than staying home to work on your goals. Okay, some action is going to equal you cancelling out other things in your life, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now quick side note, I'm not telling any single person that what you need to and have to do is to just lock yourself up and be antisocial and just work on your goals. I mean, if you want to get there the quickest way possible, then yeah, do that, but I know that we're human. Like, we're not like that, and it's not healthy to do that. Okay, so that's fine. You don't need to say no to everything, but just know that some things you will have to say no to, and you need to be ready and willing to say no to those things. That's all I'm saying. Okay, just a quick one though, when you are working towards your dream life, like when you have had that picture of your dream life in your head and you're now working towards it, you're not missing out on anything at all. There will always be another pub, there will always be another rave, there will always be another dinner. Like, these things in life, they come all the time, but your goals, they don't come or stick around for that long. So if you want them, go and get them now. When you are unwilling to delay temporary pleasures, this will have a huge implication on your life. Imagine for 1 second that you treated your goals and actions the way that you treat your job, okay? Can you imagine how different your life would be? A lot of us invest our time, okay, and our energy into somebody else's dream, for example, in a job. So we're doing all the action, but somebody else is getting the rewards. So why not stop? and take that same action into your own life, okay? Why not take the action that's necessary in your own life to get to where you want to be? Not where your boss does. Does that make sense, queens? Save your energy for you, okay? Life is about the few and not the many. Every single one of us, queens, is extraordinary in some way, okay? I truly believe this. And every single one of us is meant for a greater life. Society has built this like box that we all have to fit into. You know, you are a baby, then you go to nursery, then you go to kindergarten, then you go to school, then you go to high school, then you go to university, then work, then retire and die. Okay, and that's just bullshit. Who even made up these rules about going to work 9 to 5, waking up at 6 a.m., going to bed at 10 p.m.? These are literally all things that are imposed on us by the society that we live in, and we all just take them in as how we should live our lives. But we don't have to live like that. You are the author of your own life. So step away from the constraints of society. Choose who you want to be and what you want to do in your life, and do that. You can. You absolutely can. We are meant for so much more than what we have and what we do already in life. One big thing, okay, these are the two things that stop us from, achieving and actually going for the action. The first thing is this toxic mentality that we all live in, where when I have X, I'll be happy. And by the way, let me tell you, that's completely warped, and it's a totally fucked up way of thinking. Why? Because happiness comes from within, okay? And you will find that 9 out of 10 times when you do get the X that you want, then you're happy for like 5 seconds and then it's gone. It's like shopping. It's exactly what it's like, shopping. You go shopping, you buy, you've got bags. You're like, ooh, yay, shopping, loads of stuff, Go home, unpack, and it's like, dwee. It's like a boner that goes down. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's no more excitement in it anymore. It's just gone. Why? Because happiness comes from within. Start working on your goals, and trust me, you're going to start feeling amazing, okay? Now, another reason that we all struggle taking action is because we're human. And we genuinely can't be bothered to do it all the time, which I totally understand. We are not all motivated all the time. And you know why? Because we're human and motivation is fickle, okay? Motivation is a facade. It comes and goes in a drop of a hat. You can wake up motivated, go make a cup of tea, and you're demotivated while making the cup of tea. But you haven't even changed your thought pattern. It's just motivation can drop and come back any time it wants. If you're sitting there right now waiting for your motivation to come, it's never going to get there, queen, okay? And you're literally just going to sit there waiting for the rest of your life. Also, just a quick side note, don't you ever feel like you're motivated at the wrong times? Like, I get motivated for the gym at 11 p.m. And I'm like, really, I'm not going to go to the gym right now. Like, I'll go tomorrow morning. But I'm like, yeah, get my stuff ready to go, super motivated. And I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, fuck this, fuck the gym, it's too cold. So how do we balance that? How do we fight against that? You got to teach yourself how to be disciplined and how to push forward no matter how you feel inside of your head. Okay, and I know that this is super difficult because it's something that I go through all the time myself. So this is where your why needs to come in, okay? You need to think about the outcome and the intention of why you're doing what you're doing. So why are you doing the action? Think about it. Think about your why. Your why should always be big enough to bring you back, okay? Motivation comes and goes, but if you are truly inspired, especially by your why, you will find the drive and it will feel amazing when you do it. And queen, you're going to be one step closer to your desires. Isn't that good enough? Do not be fooled. Anybody who has ever accomplished anything in their lives have always faced big challenges, huge failures and obstacles, okay? But the difference between the average and the extraordinary is that extraordinary people push themselves no matter what. And they know that failure is never final, okay? It is only ever final if and when you quit. Your goals are never, ever eluding you, queen. I am so sorry to tell you. I am so sorry to be the mirror to tell you that you are the problem, not your goals. When it comes down to it, you probably haven't put in the effort, or you're just being impatient, expecting things to happen yesterday. Enough. Just trust the process, queen. You will get whatever you have asked for. Just trust the process. Don't rush the process. You need to grow into your dreams. Okay? Now, queens, what I want you to do is, we've already broken down the action that we need to take to hit our goals when we did our goals. Now, what I want you to go back and make a checklist of things that you need to do every single day. Okay? I've made a sheet, of course, that you can use. Write down the daily actions you need to take to get to your ultimate goal. Use the checklist that I've put in there for you. And there's a little diary version as well if you want to use that. And yeah, start hitting your goals. Let's start working towards smashing our goals. Okay? Love and light, queens. See you next week.